Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to York River Cannabis. Today's video is going to cover how I'm interpreting the USDA hemp regulations that came out today, October 29th, and how I think they may affect our farm and how I think it's going to affect a lot of farmers across the country. But before we get into all that mumbo jumbo, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that subscribe button if you're new here to the channel. And if you've already hit the subscribe button, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it. So I first want to start off with, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm interpreting this as a farmer and as an educated person who's looking at this and really kind of digest what they're actually telling us as growers. And the way I'm taking it is, I think they're really making a push, guys, for most people to stop growing CBD flower hemp. I mean, you look at these regulations and they're very strict on the new THC. Now, again, there's a lot of public comment left. I think we got 60 days now that they've been issued to really make a public push. I definitely will voice my opinion in this matter. I will reach out, whether it's a congressman or reach out to the USDA, in my opinion. But ultimately, I think they're going to probably go with it with minor tweaks. And I really think they're trying to push people to fiber hemp and, that type of hemp. I really think they want people to get out of the CBD game. And here's why I say that. Because if you look at the way the law is written, it has to be decarboxylated. And when hemp is decarboxylated, you combine your THC and your Delta-9 that the plant naturally is going to make, regardless if it's hemp or marijuana. And when you combine those two, the number is significantly higher than 0.3 a lot of times. I mean, for instance, let's use an example here on the farm. We had a 0.13 Delta-9, and then it was 0.46 THCA. Combination wise, really have to look at it in that perspective. The other thing is you have a state like Virginia who doesn't want you to grow hemp but wants you to grow hemp. And when I say that, I mean they have rushed to the finish line to get that bill passed back in March. I mean, that was an emergency legislative action done by the House, and the governor signed it like 2 months after it became law. So it was like a real hard push to get farmers in on the 2019 grow season. And then you have Virginia saying, well, we're not going to do what the Farm Bill does. We're going to try to do like a total THC count, but we don't really know what we're doing. And then all of a sudden you have farmers getting tested, and now they're saying, oh, we know what we're doing. Oh, yeah, you got to burn your crop. But you have a court case in Virginia a week ago where the state literally came out and said, we can't tell the difference between hemp and marijuana. So you have these states like Virginia who can't even tell the difference, and they're charging people with possession. They're shutting down farms. It just seems like they're either making a push for the grower, the farmer, to really forget about this CBD stuff. We don't want this stuff being grown. We want you to grow fiber hemp. That's what we want from you. And or they are pushing the small farmers essentially out of it, right? Because if you grew hemp this year based off of the Farm Bill of 2018, you were only concerned with Delta-9 THC. Now you have to be concerned with total THC, and the majority of these strains were not bred for that, and they're coming in with hot hemp. They're coming in with hot hemp, and that's ridiculous. And there's only like a handful of Delta-9 states left. I think Tennessee is one. I think Vermont might be one. But ultimately, they're really screwing the small farmer. And I think when you have the Congress with the Farm Bill, you have the USDA now with their rules, and then you have the individual states coming out with their bullshit rules, I really just think that they're pushing everybody in a different direction. They really don't want us growing hemp the way we want to grow hemp, or the market demands that we grow hemp. They want you to grow hemp that they don't have to worry about figuring out how to test for it, because if it's fiber hemp, then they're not going to worry about it, right? There's no flower really involved with that. They're just looking for the stalk. So that's my take on this. And so we have the public comment time. And I urge you, if you're a farmer or an advocate for hemp, or you love CBD, because I'll tell you right now, what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of small farmers say screw it. And, you know, companies like Bucky Organics and a lot of companies that are feeding off this legalization of hemp are going to be punished by this. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to exhaust the farmer with legalities and paperwork and stuff they don't want to deal with. They want to put a plant in the ground. They want to focus on growing it. They want to harvest it, and they want to sell it. You know, if it comes in hot, deal with it. But you got to have a regulation that benefits the farmer and not the government or the regulators. Like, it's ridiculous for the fact that they gave us this plant and now they're taking it away. I mean, look at North Carolina, for instance. Now they're banning smokable hemp flower, right? Push it off till December 2020. We fought for that. Next thing you know, they pull a rabbit out of their hat and boom, now it's May 2020. It was just like that overnight. And it's insane that these states are doing this and the government's coming after it. It's like, why the hell did you guys legalize it if you're not even going to regulate it respectable regulations that benefit the growers and protect the growers? And my only thing I can think of is that they had no idea what they were getting into with the CBD hemp flower. And when they thought hemp, they thought fiber hemp, they thought t-shirts, they thought pants, you know, they thought that kind of stuff, hemp seed for food. They had no clue what they were getting into, and I think they're having a really tough time figuring out what they did without pissing off the farmer. So I really think they're pushing everybody to say, well, you can grow hemp, but why don't you grow that fiber stuff? You know, we don't really worry about that stuff. But if you grow that CBD stuff, we're going to come after you. We're going to test the shit out of it. And we don't know what we're doing. We have no idea what we're doing. You have the state of Virginia on file saying we don't know how to test the difference, but they're shutting down farms for growing hot hemp. It's unbelievable. So leave a comment below, guys. Let me know what you think about these USDA regulations. And if you're in the state of Virginia, Godspeed, guys. I know it's going to be a tough one for us to see how this plays out. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Find us on Instagram and Facebook. Continue the conversation down in the comments. I'd love to know everybody's opinion on this. And I will see you in another video.